Hi everybody, welcome to Matthew Crandall Reviews. Today I'm going to take a look at a movie that just turned 30 years old. I'm talking about the underrated classic Sesame Street, Follow That Bird. When I was a kid and I saw this movie at 5 years old, I flipped out. I loved it. It was just everything I wanted from a Sesame Street movie. It had some Muppets in it. It was hilarious. It had great catchy songs that still to this day, without even having revisited the movie, I remember a lot of those great songs, like Ain't No Road Too Long, Easy Goin' Day, One Little Star. So many good songs in this. And when I got older, I found out that this movie wasn't a box office hit and wasn't revered by a lot of people. I couldn't believe it because I grew up with it. I had a talking Big Bird. I had the soundtrack on LP and cassette, and I would throw it into my talking Big Bird that had a cassette player in it and just listen to it all the time. And I just thought it was a movie that captured the magic of Sesame Street, the fun of like a road trip movie, and had some really great cameos that I didn't realize who they were other than Chevy Chase or John Candy. That you watch it now and like a lot of people show up and have a great scene and move on. The writing is sharp. The story of Big Bird being relocated by the evil Miss Finch to go live with the Dodos. Hilarious family. Donnie and Marie, the kids. The Dodo family, so stupid. And I love how, because it's Big Bird, immediately we're endeared to him as a character because he's got that childlike innocence. And when they aren't being particularly nice to Big Bird, we get mad. We don't like when people don't treat Big Bird with the respect that he deserves. So these Dodos, who aren't going to let Mr. Stuffaluppagus come and visit, it just makes you so ticked so that when Big Bird hits the road, you can't help but root for him. And of course, he's so young and naive, he thinks it's only going to take him 3 hours to get back to Sesame Street. Sesame Street. That it's just fun to watch, and it's a feel-good movie. And there are lots of little things for adults. The flight that Big Bird takes is CTW Air 1138, which of course is the Children's Television Workshop, and a nod to George Lucas, THX 1138, all in one. This movie also features Jim Henson's final big screen performance of Kermit the Frog. Kermit is awesome in it. He's only got a small bit, but just seeing him on the big screen always puts a smile on my face. Bert and Ernie looking for Big Bird in the airplane is hilarious. And I can just imagine Frank Oz and Jim Henson on set squeezing into that plane to make those scenes work. And it just puts a smile on my face. They shot this movie in Toronto, an area, so basically in my backyard. But still, to this day, moments like when Chevy Chase shows up, Sandra Bernhard at the Don't Drop In Grouch restaurant are just hilarious. Sesame Street always holds a great place in my heart, but Follow That Bird is just a brisk, fun family movie. There's nothing offensive about it, but it's never boring, it's not dull, it's smart, it's funny. We get Dave Thomas and Joe Flaherty from SCTV as the Sleaze brothers, those bastards who paint Big Bird blue. I just don't know why this movie hasn't been embraced as much as it should be, and I wish it was on Blu-ray, and it's not. So if anybody has the power to make that happen, let's do it. And even in the Jim Henson biography, that's such a fantastic book, Follow That Bird sort of gets glossed over a bit. But it's its 30th birthday. If you haven't seen Sesame Street Presents Follow That Bird, or if you are just wanting to maybe revisit it, now's the time. It's 30 years. Carol Spinney's work as Big Bird and Oscar the Grouch, so fantastic. The Grouch anthem that opens the movie puts a smile on my face right away. And if you haven't seen I Am Big Bird, you've got to go check out I Am Big Bird. It would make a great double feature with this. So that's Follow That Bird, a movie that I think is criminally underrated, a true classic family film in my mind, one of my all-time favorites. Go check it out, and don't forget to hit subscribe, because it's just an easy-going day.